if you can't earn money, you can't feed your family. If you can't feed your family, what are you doing? No, I don't know. What was it? The dilemmas, catch-22s, constant conflicts, putting you in tough spots. That is what Papers, Please is all about. Like, you want to help the resistance, but if you do, you're running the risk of getting found out and getting arrested and interned, so that's not good. But if you don't, same like people are dying, and the people that have you working a shitty job are just sitting pretty, right? So you want to kind of subvert them however you can. Therein lies the problem, right? Perfect. Like, it's like constant wrestle between two different sides that are constantly opposing, like selfishness versus selflessness, but then also just like fascist, horrible government people versus like weird resistance that's kind of putting you in awkward positions. Like, yeah, like that. There's that one mission where they hand you a gun and they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna set up an assassination for you. You're gonna get arrested, but don't worry about it." Like, it's like, what? Why don't you guys just handle that in line? Like, why do you gotta put me in the hot seat on this? Like, you're welcome for helping. And then when they give you money at one point in the campaign, but I don't think it's possible to keep it. I'm gonna try to like lay low this time and try to keep it, but like, it's like, oh, here's a bunch of money, like, thanks from the EZEC Corporation. Oh, you guys got found out, and now you got your wages garnished and have, a black mark on your, file forever. Like, when the audit happens. Actually, yeah, I think that's a playthrough I'm going to need to do, is play through clean, and then see if you can just get past the audit and keep going. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, no, I literally never helped those guys ever. Actually, I don't think you can, because you are handed stuff, and whether or not, like, and I did that. I handed it back, like, when the guy is like, "Hey man, we've been hearing this thing. There's this weird symbol. Have you seen anything like that?" "Oh yeah, this right here." "All right, you're gonna have to come with me. We're gonna have to talk to you," and you get arrested for that too. Like, they're just like, "Oh, you've been associating with weird groups. We can't trust you ever again. You're going to an internment camp." And you're just like, alright, awesome. So, and then you get the achievement too honest. So, yeah, another damned if you do, damned if you don't moment, where it's just like, well, I'm already just associated with these guys anyway, so even if I haven't been actively helping them very much, like, they're on my record. Like, I have papers that are related to that, so I don't think there's anything you can do there. And then, man, like, this time around I am saving up more money, so I'm setting aside more and more money, so it's like, when the time comes, if I need to escape the country again, this time I can actually pay for everybody, hopefully. And when the time comes to save my niece, this time I can hopefully make that happen too. So, I think I'm doing better this time around, but yeah. Oh, it is. I need a game to just unwind and relax now, because I've been playing that, which is the exact opposite. It's like, hey man, do you want to kick back and play some video games? Don't play Papers, Please, because it is like worse than your job. If you had a job, I don't presently. I got handed out some stuff. Got a interview coming up, but whatever. Like, I don't know where you work, but you are not You're probably not in this kind of life or death situations. Like, just genuine Sophie's Choices happening, where it's just like, which family members do you want to take with you? It's just like, all right, sorry, uncle. Like, it kind of makes that decision for you. You don't actually get to toggle, like, which one. So it assumes, kid is more important, spouse, than, I don't know which it would say, uncle or mother-in-law, but probably mother-in-law, then uncle, right? I don't know. But yeah, like, if you want to get everybody out, it costs more and more money. And so that forces you into this awkward situation where you're basically like, all right, Mondays are food night, Tuesdays are heat night. Wednesdays food, like, alternating. Which do you have? Do you have internal heating, or do you have food? That is an actual choice you need to make if you're going to have any kind of savings, because rent just comes off the top. You cannot put that off. The government just takes that. And then, medicine or whatever, like, you don't want people to die. So, and it always seems to be the son that gets sick. Like, it's never just like, hey, your uncle got sick. It's like, whatever. Them's the breaks. Why does he, sorry to uncles out there, but lower priority. Why aren't you working somewhere? Huh? Why don't you become a guard or something? What are you doing, uncle? But, yeah, I need to play video games to relax from all these video games. It's pretty nuts. Papers, Please in stores now. Republia Times. That's what it is. Republia is one of the countries you're constantly getting passports from and stuff. So I think there's some slight changes happening. Like there's some subtle little differences in the missions. Like I'm doing it again, and like the dilemmas the country's running into, like some of the memos and stuff are different. There's a bit of variety in there too. Like you can't just like memorize when things happen exactly because there's more variables to consider. It's pretty interesting. Luke's Pope done good.